Good morning. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. And if you are new passing by the channel, make sure you like, share, comment, take a look around, right? Lots of stuff to get into on this page. Lots of information, lots of encouragement too. So feel free to explore and subscribe if you like what you see. There's definitely more to come. One of the new things that I've done is I've started to open up to live discussion, and so we'll be having another one coming up here shortly. And so, yeah, you are more than welcome to become a part of the community here. So let's see what the encouragement of the day is today. I did a reading yesterday on soul mirroring, so make sure you go over and take a look at that. That was a different kind of reading. Nevertheless, it was for somebody. And so let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Urban Crow Oracle deck and see what the energies are. What encouragement Spirit has for us today. What is the encouragement today, Spirit? I hope everyone is well, enjoying the fall weather. The season really is what we make it. I don't feel like we have to have a certain holiday to be joyous or to be in the energy of giving, right? That's all year long if we choose to allow it to be. And so, yeah, this is a season where most people see this as a reason, right? But listen, every day is a reason if we just want to be real. So let's take a look and see what the encouragement is for today. All right. What is the encouragement for today, Spirit? What is the encouragement for today? The encouragement for today. First off, coming out is communication. Also coming out is routine, the encouragement for today, and insight. Okay. So something about communication, something about possible patterns as well, or routes, familiar patterns, familiar routes, having something that kind of feels familiar right now. So we have communication, routine, insight, and mischief, right? So this almost feels like something familiar. This could be a familiar cycle, a familiar pattern that you have become very aware of. And you have this level of insight on whatever this possible communication pattern is. First of all, this could be being open and bold with your communication, right? For someone, this could definitely be a time of being expressive, not holding yourself back, but allowing yourself to speak your truth, live your truth, be your truth, and not be afraid to speak it. Not be afraid to live it and be it, right? I feel like that is the energy coming out here. Also, there's some possible value in communication as well, And I feel like for whatever this is, wherever there is like difficulty right now in communication, it may in fact be worth it to dig a little deeper and see what's beneath the surface, or to kind of continue, if you're having difficulties communicating, continue working through those difficulties might be very beneficial, right, for someone. And it's almost like something like clockwork, right? This is something that happens without even thought. But this time, there's a need to pay attention to something more, because there's something possibly that's happening that is happening without even giving it a lot of thought. It's just habit, right? It's just a pattern. But there may be some value in taking a look at that, our communication patterns, or the way that we tend to possible relate to one another. Communication is big here. And so it's something around communication and patterns and just kind of doing things without giving it a lot of thought. It's just routine. It's just how things are, you know. But this is a time to ask yourself, is this just routine, right? And is it going to be something that is going to be beneficial or lead to success? Are we just going through the motions because we don't really know what else to do, you know? And so, yes, routine or sticking to a pattern does create a bit of stability, but there's also the possibility of landing in this energy of being stagnant too, or even getting ourselves into a little bit of a sticky situation sometimes. And so there's some, Spirit is drawing us to take a look at that. With mischief, I feel like this is pointing to the energy of possibly having something that is attempting, and I say that with a little bit of sarcasm, if I can, something that's attempting to kind of poke at you, or someone trying to distract you in some type of way, right? But there's that energy coming in here, but it all goes back to communication. This could be coming in through some level of communication. This could be happening out of a pattern, right? But there's some level of deeper insight here, because I feel like there is the energy of desire that's coming up here, desire for success. For some reason, this is playing a part in that whole scenario, in that whole situation. There's something here that Spirit wants us to take a look at. It's almost like understanding, you know, making sure that we are understanding what it is that we're building, and not really be on route functionality where things just happen automatically, or we just do things just because that's who we are. But there's a need here to take a look really at how we're building this structure, how we're adding to what we're building, to the way that we're moving right now. There's some level of insight that Spirit is asking us to take a look at. And if there is, we find any type of energy that is not conducive to growth or to the mission, we're being asked to really be our own problem solvers and to really find tools or create ways, learn, you know, from the mistakes. Take a look really close with insight at what has happened before, and possibly even do something different. Or if it's not quite taking us as far as we want it to go, to actually stay at it, right? Don't just give up because things didn't turn out the way you wanted them to after a week, but keep stabbing at it. Keep working at it. Keep being intentional and conscious of how you're putting energy into what it is that you're doing, or this communication, right? Communication is big. It has something to do with this here. This may also be Spirit just letting you know just to keep going, keep doing it, right? Despite the distractions that will try to come in to throw you off track. Keep focused and keep doing it, right? So many times there is this energy of success right in front of us, but sometimes there's the temptation to give up right before we get to that breakthrough. That's when the temptation and the pressure is worst at that particular time, when we're right there at the breakthrough. And so someone may in fact be right there at their breakthrough. That's why it's important that you just continue, right? Continue working at it, continue going, in spite of what you may or may not be seeing. Okay, that's the message coming in. And let's take a look here. There's several different messaging I'm hearing today. And so you decide like how that fits for you, okay? Several different messages coming in. So let's take a look and see what is the energy that we're dealing with today, Spirit. Let's see what is coming in today. Okay, Spirit says stop. Okay, so for someone, this is definitely possibly about receiving or offering something. I have the Page of Cups here. I have the Knight of Cups, right? So this is about receiving or making an offer. And then I have the Queen of Pentacles. Lucrative too. One that's going to end up very successful. We have the Eight of Cups here. And the Hermit. This is definitely something that may, in fact, require a level of sacrifice. And, but it's going to end well. I think, even though we have the Queen of Pentacles here, that can sometimes really talk about landing in a very prosperous energy or prosperous position, very lucrative sometimes, but overall very balanced, very responsible, right? High level of integrity when it comes to management. And so also a beautiful source, right, that is available as a resource. And so Let's take a look a little bit deeper. I'm going to get some more energy here. So this Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Hermit. Yeah. And so, first of all, what I'm getting as I'm looking here, let me just say that worry never adds weight to anything, at least not good weight. We have the Nine of Swords on the bottom here. This could be someone just having difficulty sleeping around this time. And it points to this energy of concern or worry, or just possibly being in this place of not knowing, how to move forward, what to do, how to handle the current situation, but it doesn't add anything to it, right? That energy that we spend worrying can be put in other focuses that is needed in life. It could be that energy can be pointed and directed to another area that could help us move forward while these things are being worked out. It does seem like a lot of contention right now. A lot of contention with what's being offered, with what's being received, with the direction where we're being led even. This could have something to do with not wanting to be traditional, like not wanting to do things like everybody else does it or what everybody else says it should be, right? It almost feels like that. Or not wanting to, somebody would say, that's a good deal. You should do that, right? Everybody's done it and it's worked out really well, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it just because everybody else has done it. That doesn't mean that I have to do it because it's expected of me. It's that kind of energy. And so there may be a little bit of, I do feel a little bit of, what is the word I'm looking for? Rebellish energy, which is okay. I'm all for going your own way, setting your own path, and just really allowing things to be worked out as authentically as you need them to be. That's what life is about. If we were all supposed to do the same things and make the same decisions and have the same patterns, then we all would look alike. We would have the same brain, right? We would all be connected in a way where that would be possible. Fortunately, we're not. We all have our own minds. We all have our own hearts. We all have our own experiences. Therefore, for me, sensibly, that would say that we have different paths for that reason, to be able to choose what aligns for us. And it all comes back to what feels right. Does it feel right? I always ask myself that now. It may look really good and it may sound amazing, but does it feel right is the question. And if it doesn't feel right, then I don't care how good it looks or how good it sounds. No, there's something there that's not right, right? And learning to trust ourselves. And that doesn't mean that it's not going to be right for the next person. It's not to negate or to, deflect from the validity of something or a thing. It just may not be right for me. It may not be right for you. And that's completely okay. That's completely okay. But it's up to each of us individually to know that for ourselves and not be dependent upon someone to tell us that, right? This is all about understanding really who we are. And I feel too, what we've been called to do is a big part of that understanding. And so somewhere along the line here, there is the energy of abundance. There's the energy of stability. There's the energy of, being very responsible with what it is that we've been given, being a good steward. Being a good steward. To whom much is given, much is required. This is possibly landing in a position where you will be very abundant, very secure, and that could be in opportunities, right? But there's this energy of just having this very comfortable energy that we land in at some point here as we move forward. And this is going to be as a result of you being able to walk away from things and embody your own power. Use your own voice. Think for yourself. Stand, right, in that power, in your decisions. And I do feel like that is what is actually going to be part of that abundance that you sit in, is understanding the resourcefulness that is you. A lot of us get to a place where we become really successful and we get it twisted, right? We get real successful and we think, oh, well, it's because I have this, right? It's because I had this person, or it's because I came from, this background. Those may be little, small little things that affected or helped. But in essence, you are the source, right? That abundance was placed in you, right? And the fact that you were able to manifest it outside of you was a byproduct of what was in you, what you are. You are the abundance. You are that, right? And so there's some struggle here that I'm seeing in being able to walk away from possible ways of thinking, or possibly a certain way of doing things, or a certain lifestyle, a certain way of living, or having things to happen a certain way, right? Or not being comfortable with being in the unknown aspect of things, right? Having a difficulty with the faith part of it. Being able to walk in darkness and still trust that you're going to land right where you need to be. It almost feels like not understanding the necessity to keep moving forward and not to get comfortable and settle in because things just feel good. Well, what if things could be 10 times more? You would have to be willing to move forward to see. Yes, things are comfortable right where you are, but you have to be willing to move away from that comfort to even receive what may even be 10 times better, right? And so there's some energy that is posing difficulty, and it's the inability for some reason to move away from the current situation. And I'm feeling like the current situation possibly may be one where there actually is not a lot there anymore. At one point in time, it may have been very abundant and very resourceful. But once we sit in that place for so long, we absorb all of the possibilities out of it. And there's no room left for growth. And then it becomes crucial to move forward, because once we stop moving forward, then we begin to die, right? And I don't mean that literally. I just mean the lack of growth means that we stop living, right? In that sense. And so there's some struggle coming in around that. But overall, I do see moving forward eventually. I do see clarity coming in, possibly someone coming in providing strategy or encouragement and helping you possibly to see things differently. I see going into a moment of seeking deeper wisdom about what to do. That may be what you're in that energy right now. Just really seeking deeper wisdom about what to do moving forward. I see that. And you can't go wrong doing that. You can't go wrong. And so for whoever this is resonating with, and when it's all said and done, we want to find ourselves back at that place often, right? Not just once, not just twice, but we should find ourselves in that place often of the hermit, of seeking deeper wisdom, okay? Inner wisdom. Not so much worried about tradition and, what has been set out for us to do, but this is actually seeking a level of inner guidance and spiritual solitude. This is searching for our truth and being cautious as we're doing that, being cautious and doing this out of caution, as we move forward. Once you get to a certain point in life and you've had so many lessons and you have had experiences with certain things that you don't want to experience anymore, you begin to really move with caution and with wisdom as well. And you're not quick to jump into things. And I feel like that's right where you need to be, right? In that space. Moving away from things that don't align, things that actually feel very overly dramatic, And so, but I feel like there is possibly someone that steps in to help you to move forward, to help you to move away from those things that no longer are serving you, okay? You're going to seek guidance and you're going to be led possibly to a place where that guidance will be. In addition, right? Not that you're looking for someone, you're seeking within, but that seeking may in fact lead you to someone that may guide you, or you may end up in this energy of being this very strategic, skillful thinker, right? Someone who's able to crank out solutions, very strategic. And so this particular encouragement today is around communication, right? So you place that energy wherever it goes. And it's also around stepping out of routine, right? Routine has been great and it provides stability, but there comes a point where we need to be open to flow with whatever comes through or whatever is needed, right? And so that's part of being connected with self and being led by your inner guidance, right? Knowing when to stick to routine and when to flow. I feel like there is a lot of information coming in right now about how to move. And so this is a good time to stay connected with yourself, to have a solid meditation practice that's going to keep us connected, keep us tapped in, keep us open to the move of spirit, and to move away from any distractions. I feel like there are definitely things that are possibly out waiting for, someone to attach to and distract. Don't be that person, right? Don't be that person. This is a time to really just focus on what it is that you are intending. Focus on what you're intending, okay? And keep going. Keep going. Keep plugging at it. Be faithful for what it is that you are intending. Wherever you're pouring your intentions, that's where the focus is right now. I feel like Spirit is saying there's some energy around communication too. Being open to express and to be honest and to allow yourself to be heard. Okay? That's coming out as well. And so the encouragement today is really about, I feel, about your focus. It's all about your focus and your willingness to not only do what needs to be done, but to be open and to stand in that place authentically. Speak your truth if that's what you're being called to do right now. And so for whoever this is for, this is Spirit just encouraging you not to get distracted right now. There are subtle shifts that are happening for some of us, right? From routine into something different, to be open to flow. For some of us, it's sticking to that routine, sticking to that goal that we've set for ourselves and not be knocked off. Pay attention to how we are actually pouring intention as we're sticking to that goal, because all of that matters too. The energy that we're sowing into this is going to be the energy that we get out, is basically what Spirit is saying. And so this is the encouragement coming in today. I feel like it's really around really being aware of this moment. If we're not careful, we'll allow this moment to pass us by without even taking advantage of the opportunity. This is one of those quiet moments that not a lot of people recognize because it's quiet, yet it's going to have a tremendous, let me say that again, it's going to have a tremendous impact on where we will land in the future. And so it's important to understand and pay attention, be aware of how we're sowing energy at this moment, okay? Yeah, I feel like we can't go wrong if we just stay in our authenticity, right? Staying true to ourselves. You can't go wrong. And so that's maybe what this message is about, just staying true to self in this moment. Staying true to self. Okay. That is the message for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, make sure you like, share, comment. If you are new here, take a look around. I'm going to post another video up here. If you like this one, maybe you'll like that one. Who knows? Take a look around the page, see what else you can get into. Lots of things coming, lots of things that I've already posted. You're welcome to all of it. If you can see it, then it's for you, right? All right. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and get some meditation in today, okay? Till next time, it's been Blood Moon Oracle. Bye.